Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're decoding something incredibly fascinating, the universal mechanics of building a highly profitable business completely from scratch. You know, whether you're operating entirely in the digital realm or out there sweating in the physical world, the underlying architecture of a low-overhead, high-profit operation is surprisingly identical. So, let's jump right in and unpack the actual data-driven blueprints that make these kinds of ventures thrive.
Okay, to kick things off, I want to ask what probably sounds like a completely ridiculous question. What could a digital content creator running a YouTube channel, a local street food vendor, and a mobile car washer possibly have in common? On the surface, they look like completely different worlds, right? I mean, totally different skill sets, different environments.
On paper, the contrast is stark. The digital solopreneur is out there battling social media algorithms for a global audience and selling digital products. Meanwhile, the physical solopreneur is fighting local zoning laws and unexpected rainstorms to deliver hands-on services. But underneath those day-to-day operational differences, their strategic blueprint for hitting high-margin profitability is exactly the same. They absolutely both rely on finding a hyper-specific niche, keeping their overhead ruthlessly low, and stacking high-value revenue streams.
Here's our roadmap for this explainer. We're going to cover the profitability reality check, finding your niche, starting lean to keep overhead low, unlocking the real revenue drivers, and finally, the actual timeline to taking this full-time.
All right, let's get right into it with step one, the profitability reality check. Listen to this reality check from recent creator earnings data. Creator income is inconsistent. Some months earn $15,000, others earn $2,000. Wow, that perfectly captures the myth versus the harsh reality of entrepreneurship, doesn't it? You simply cannot rely on a single volatile revenue stream, like relying only on platform ads for a creator or only on seasonal foot traffic for a food cart. If you do, you're leaving yourself totally vulnerable to things you can't control, like a random algorithm update or just a really rainy month. For example, if you're a modern digital creator in 2026 banking just on platform ads, that's a massive mistake. The real money sits in diversified streams. Actually, only about 35% of a healthy creator's revenue comes from those ads. The biggest slice, 45%, comes from brand sponsorships, and another 20% is driven by affiliates or digital products. The bottom line for you? You have got to build multiple revenue streams right from day one to survive those inevitable slow months. Which brings us to step two, finding your profitable niche. Look, if you're starting a YouTube channel, guessing what to make is a great way to go broke fast. Hard data reveals some incredibly lucrative micro-niches out there. Take betrayal and revenge narratives. They boast an RPM, which is what you keep per 1,000 views, of nearly $13. Compare that to a general gaming channel, which might only scrape together $3 to $7. Even English learning content brings in nearly $12 per 1,000 views. These are high-demand, high-paying gaps in the market with surprisingly low competition. And hey, what if you operate in the physical world? The exact same logic applies. You need to find a competitive gap you can actually dominate. Don't just be a generic car detailer, because that just invites a race to the bottom on pricing. Instead, pitch yourself as the mobile ceramic coating service for Tesla owners. Now you're targeting a specific customer with high disposable income who wants premium care, not just a cheap $10 car wash. Moving right along to number 3, start lean, keep overhead low. Think about a food cart. It's a prime example of dodging massive commercial build-out costs. Instead of going hundreds of thousands of dollars into debt before you even flip your very first burger, you just rent or lease a cart. That gives you the incredible freedom and mobility to experiment with different locations, food pods, parks, downtown corners, literally chasing your hungry customers until you find exactly where they are. And this lean approach unlocks a truly staggering reality, 60 to 80% gross profit margins. Let that sink in. A solo mobile car detailer can actually hit those margins simply because their labor costs are zero since they're doing the work themselves and they aren't paying fixed facility rent. By running a mobile operation out of a van, their monthly overhead might just be $500 for supplies, fuel, and some basic marketing. When your expenses are that low, practically every dollar you make goes straight into your pocket. So, the ultimate common denominator across all these successful solo ventures, zero fixed real estate. Literally none. Whether you're producing faceless finance videos for $150 a pop, buying a pressure washer and a water tank for a mobile detailing setup, or leasing a food cart, you are fiercely protecting your cash flow. You're proving the business model actually works before you commit to some expensive long-term liability.
All right, step 4, unlocking real revenue drivers.
Once you're set up, you need to structure your pricing. In physical businesses like detailing, utilizing a tiered pricing structure is absolutely vital. You don't just offer one flat price, you give the customer options. You have a standard detail to get them in the door, a wash and seal for the middle tier, and a premium full detail that can run up to $450. By doing this and adjusting based on vehicle size, you make sure you're maximizing the profit of every single appointment on your calendar. Now, for digital creators, the revenue driver looks a bit different, but the core strategy is identical. The real cash isn't in those tiny fractions of a penny you scrape together from TikTok ads, it's the premium brand deals. Seriously, even micro-influencers, we're talking folks with just 10,000 to 100,000 followers, might only make a few $100 from ads, but they can easily charge up to $2,000 for a single sponsored post. That's where your real leverage is.
Across the board, whether you're physical or digital, the holy grail is generating predictable, recurring revenue. A food cart might use a simple loyalty punch card to guarantee diners come back. A mobile detailer might sell a monthly maintenance plan for $100 a month to lock in that income. And a creator, they might sell a digital course or a monthly Patreon subscription. Recurring revenue is the magic trick that transforms a stressful, chaotic side hustle into a stable, predictable business.
Finally, let's get real about step 5, the timeline to full-time.
I'll be honest, this journey requires serious patience. During months 1 through 6, you're basically just building the foundation and might barely scrape together $100 a month. By month 12, you start seeing regular customers or your first brand deals, maybe hitting 1,000, but it isn't really until months 18 to 24 of consistent, relentless effort that you hit that $3,000 to $10,000 a month mark where going full-time actually becomes viable. It's a marathon for sure, not a sprint.
But here is the massive reward. Once you cross into year 2 and beyond, the whole game shifts. Your audience loyalty starts to compound. Your referral engine really kicks in. You've built enough of a track record that you can finally start charging premium pricing. This is when a creator's income can suddenly jump 5x, or when a mobile detailer finally has the cash reserves to open a fixed location shop without taking on any risky debt.
We've looked at the hard data, the massive margins, and the realistic timelines that connect massive digital media empires all the way down to local service businesses. The universal roadmap is super clear here. Find a highly specific niche, start with zero fixed real estate, scale through high-ticket or recurring sales, and commit for at least 2 years. So, I'll leave you with this. Armed with this blueprint, what hyper-specific gap in the market are you going to own today?